Late Tuesday, February 6, 2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Tuesday, February 6, 2018. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. Time is 11 o'clock on this late Tuesday. Top story of Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Tuesday night is Senate leaders see 2-year budget deal within their grasp. Wynn Resorts CEO Steve Wynn steps down after sexual misconduct allegations. Trump tells Pentagon to plan a military parade. Falcon Heavy in a roar of thunder carries SpaceX and ambition into orbit. Taiwan quake kills 4 tilts buildings over 140 missing. Recordings show what Pritzker and Blackridge fought of potential Obama successors. Syria used banned chemical weapons and Sunday gas attack, officials said. Canada, Prime Minister Trudeau faces PC blackout, show for people can comment. Pyeongchang Olympics have presented more security than threats than usual, but the Philippines defense have reason for hope. Strongman Red Directory switches gears to destroy luxury cars in his war on crime. No serious injuries in Denton Resorts West crashing near Ames, Iowa. Federal court approves $25 million Trump University settlement. Cape Park Zoo Director in Ann Arbor charged with fraudulently obtaining animal medications. Home and Pets player Rob Gronkowski burglarized one of the Super Bowl. U.S. stocks recover from slump mid-session highs. Los Angeles Times owner will sell a paper and in a long troubled relationship. SEC and CFTC give testimonies that Senator on virtual currencies. Snapchat overall convinces investors that it can fight Instagram. Flat Earth's conspiracy theorist fails to launch homemade rocket again. Extraordinary fossil sheds lights on the origins of spiders. Scientists said that climate change could release toxic mercury. Scientists are unable to explain why our ozone layer failed to heal. Compounds and herbal supplements create on our opioids, FDA said. Nationwide flu outbreak shows no sign of easing up as more deaths reported. Avalanche gets both feet 9 fingers amputated after flu complications, and the 700 flu season rats inoculated to the word of God. Peter Channel News Time is 11 o'clock on this late Tuesday night. Time now for a traffic and transit report on the Peter Channel traffic check. Beep! Let's study off on the highways, on the transit alert, on the MBTA, where the subway system is looking good. Commuter rail and ferries, they are looking good. Alright, let's take a look at the highways and byways of New England on this late Tuesday night. Route 2 on the eastbound side, a little slow after Colchester switch. A4 eastbound side, little slow around Waterbury, Connecticut. And Route 8 on the southbound side, little slow around Waterbury stretch. And 146 on the southbound side, a little slow just around the Uxbridge stretch around Route 198 in Uxbridge. And 130 in the Wolfens in the James Bond, that's a little slow. 24 on the northbound side, little slow at Scanner River Bridge in Tiverton headed towards Fall River. 140 on the southbound side, little slow after Route 24 on the Silver City Gallery Mall exit. 24 southbound side, little slow after Route 44 in Taunton. 495 at the northbound side, it is slow before Route 28 in Middlebury. Mass Pike westbound side, it is a little slow around Route 93 in downtown Boston. Boston vicinity highways otherwise are looking good. 146 on the northbound side, little slow after the Mass Pike in Worcester. Western Massachusetts highways are all looking good. 93 to the southbound side, a little slow in Derry, New Hampshire. 93 to the southbound side, little slow in Hooks, New Hampshire. Thomasburg, the main. It's a little slow around 295 in Portland, Maine, and Spalding Traffic, southbound side, little slow around Milton, New Hampshire. Peter Channel News Time is 11:02 on this late Tuesday night. It's time now for a weather report, and we had a mixed bag today, sun, clouds, and we even had some snow showers late this morning. And we take a look at the view outside. It's a clear and a cold night on tap, and we are watching a storm. Okay, let us take a look at our current conditions at the 11:02 p.m. on this late Tuesday night. 23 degrees, temperature with a humidity of 90%, and the dew point is 21 degrees. Barometer 3.15 inches, rising soil and winds northwest direction of calm. Alright. Let's take a look at the 11 p.m. reports around the region. 20 in Boston, 23 in Beverly and Gloucester. It's 19 in Bedford, 21 in Fitchburg and Worcester, 21 in Norwood, 23 in Taunton, 27 in New Bedford. It's 25 in Plymouth, 28 in Falmouth, 30 in Chatham, 22 out in 32 in Provincetown, and in Nantucket, it's 21 in Providence, 27 in Quonset, and in Hartford, Connecticut, 21 in Danbury and Meriden, Connecticut, 25 in Waterbury, Connecticut, it's 25 in Groton, Connecticut, 28 in Bridgeport and New Haven, Connecticut, 16 above in Keene and Jarvis, New Hampshire, 19 in Nashua, Manchester, and Concord, New Hampshire, 26 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 25 in Portland, Maine, 9 above, 11 in New Hampshire, 0 in Mount Washington, 19 in Rutland and Burlington, Vermont, and 18 degrees up in Montpelier, Vermont. Alright, take a look at our service map around the country, and it shows station front, stretching the line from southern Alberta, stretching way all the way down to the Rockies and down through the southeastern corner of the country, and a cold front stretching from southern Nevada down through New Mexico, followed stretching down on the Oregon, California coast, another one from Nebraska up to the Dakotas, another one from Missouri down from northeast Texas, another one from Mississippi down to Kentucky, and high pressure ridges in northeast Montana, Oregon, Colorado, and much of the Pennsylvania down in the United States. And low pressures, parallel low pressures off the California coast, New Mexico, southeastern Texas, and eastern Louisiana. 17 degrees up temperature right now in Detroit, 35 in New York City and Washington, D.C., 20 in Pittsburgh, 16 in Atlanta, 75 in Miami, Florida, it's 33 in Dallas, Texas, 73 in Brownsville, Texas, at 16 degrees in Kansas City, Missouri, 7 above in Omaha, Nebraska, 7 above in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 20 in Chicago, Illinois, 4 above in Great Falls, Montana, 47 in Seattle, 65 in San Francisco, 59 in Los Angeles, at 64 in Las Vegas, 32 in Phoenix, 47 in Albuquerque, Mexico, 30 in Denver, Colorado, 41 degrees in Salt Lake City, Utah. Alright, take a look at the radar. Shows some snow showers down around Watertown, New York, and some snow showers off the Toronto vicinity in Ontario, and some patchy snow showers down around central and eastern portions of Nova Scotia and southeastern portions of Prince Edward Island. And this is going to be 2 of the puzzle pieces to the storm. Some snow stretching from northern portions of Missouri down for eastern Iowa, down for northern portions of Illinois, and northwestern portions of Indiana, down for off the western Michigan. Right now, patchy snow showers down on Minnesota. And while in the rain showers of moisture from the Gulf, stretching the rain showers from northeastern Texas and stretching in Arkansas, Louisiana, down for Mississippi, Alabama, down to western Tennessee and southern Kentucky, down western portions of the Carolinas and southwestern Virginia, and snow down from Indiana. And some rain showers around New Mexico, and some snow showers western portions of Nebraska, and some snow showers down in Billings, Montana, and some snow showers western portions of Montana, and some rain showers around Washington State. And take a look at the futurecast at 11 o'clock. Okay, take a look at the futurecast. It'll be clear for the moment for tonight, and the clouds will seep its way toward much of Mid-Atlantic States in the afternoon, while 7 noon will be clear skies to start off the morning. But then the clouds will make its way toward 7 New England by about 8 a.m. and the snow will be for much of PA and down the central and western portions of New York State by about 8 a.m. And then 10 a.m. the snow will make its way toward the western Massachusetts and Connecticut and Vermont and northern portions of New Hampshire by about 10 a.m. And then noontime it'll make its way front 7 New England, and then it'll flip over the rain by about 1 o'clock for southeastern Massachusetts. Then Boston, Providence, Dakota will get into the rain mix by about, and now we'll get into heavy rain by about 3 o'clock. And the rain now will be straight up at the 7 in New Hampshire by about 5 o'clock. And then it'll be raining flat much of the evening tomorrow night after it flips the snow. So we have a hazard weather outlook at storm will bring a period of cumulative snow one day, which will change the rain mid to late afternoon. The period of freezing rain is likely in the interior during the transition from snow to rain, and winter weather advisories will be needed for the interior. And a forecast discussion. High pressure builds across New England tonight and will be accompanied by a dry but seasonably cold where the low pressure races across The coast of southern New England Wednesday bringing that rain to mix the snow in Iceland with snow to rain closer to the coast. High pressure passes out of the region will bring cold and dry conditions on Thursday. There may be periods of light snow mixed precipitation during the nighttime and early morning time frame from Friday to the weekend then. Change back to rain during the daylight hours across parts of the region as precipitation should push off so late this week as high pressure will build across early next week. Girls 16 nighttime energy shows high clouds moving in from New York while low clouds over the Midland and Great Lakes show even though motion is diminishing as low clouds over Kentucky and Tennessee are spreading to the northeast and radar mosaic show rain over Tennessee and vicinity small, similar to model forecast. Expect high clouds to increase over the southern New England tonight. Middle low clouds over the Tennessee exporting to western Connecticut around 5 a.m. or so. No precipitation until at least that time and likely not until 2 to 4 hours after that time. That lines up well without current hourly weight values that bring chance pops to east slopes and Connecticut Valley around 7 a.m. and likely pops at about 9 to 10 a.m. Wednesday and temperature at 9 p.m. where 2 to 4 degrees cold and forecasted in a few spots such as northwest Massachusetts and other spots that target 1 to 2 inches amount. No changes playing the minimum temperatures. Alright, take a look at the forecast. It goes like this. For tonight, partly cloud skies, low about 20 degrees. And for our 5-day forecast tomorrow, snow, sleet in the morning, then rain in the afternoon, high 30, low about 24 degrees. Expected to be 1 to 3 inches of the Boston Providence quarter and Cape Downs, while higher amounts from north and west of the Boston and points west in Massachusetts, which is Springfield, and up in the northern New England, 6+ inches or more. It'll be a high 30, 24 for tomorrow night. For Thursday, sunny part cloud sky about 31, about 17 degrees. For Friday, mostly cloudy skies and afternoon snow with a high about 34, about 28 degrees. For Saturday, morning clouds and afternoon rain, high 41, about 32 degrees. And for Sunday, more rain, then partly cloud skies in the afternoon on Sunday, about 46, about 29 degrees. Peter Chell News Storm is 11:10 on this late Tuesday night. It's time now for Peter Channel Sports Nightly. Good evening, sports fans. I am Peter J. Wiggins. Let's start it off at the Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, Michigan, where the Boston Bruins took on the Detroit Red Wings in a Classic 6 rivalry at the Detroit, which is the original 6. And Red Wings get on the board first on Martin Frick goal with assist from Cradwell and Zetterberg at 2-8 the second period to make a 1-0 favorite of the Red Wings in a power play goal. And then Bruins got 2 goals in the second period on goals from Sean Corral and Krejci to make it 2-1 in favor of the Boston Bruins. And then 99 makes it 3-1 on the goal with 8:21 third to make it 3-1 in favor of the Bruins. But then Franz Nielsen makes things weird through the goal as the Boston Bruins go to 32-11 in the season with a 3-2 victory over the Detroit Red Wings. As Tuukka Rask got 26 saves in the win for the Bees. Next up for the Boston Bruins, they'll be in Madison Square Garden, New York City on tomorrow night for a date with the New York Rangers. Okay, look at some other NHL scores. Calgary Flames leading the Chicago Blackhawks 2-1 with 2:57 left in the third. Calgary Avalanche leading the San Jose Sharks 2-1 with 10:04 left in the third. And Ducks with the Buffalo Sabres 4-3 found in overtime. The Pittsburgh Penguins with the Vegas Golden Knights 5-4. Philadelphia Flyers over the Carolina Hurricanes 2-1 found in overtime. Washington Capitals of the Columbus Blue Jackets 3-2. New Jersey Devils fall to the Ottawa Senators 5-3. Florida Panthers over the Vancouver Canucks 3-1. Minnesota Wild over the St. Louis Blues 6-2. And the Winnipeg Jets over the Arizona Coyotes 4-3. Meanwhile, for the Boston Celtics, they have got torched, not for the border, by a hungrier Toronto Raptors team, as the Boston Celtics got crushed by the Toronto Raptors in Toronto, 111-91, as Kyle Lowry had 23 points and Darius Miles at 20 points for the Raptors, while Terry Rozier had 18 points and Kyrie Irving had 17 points and a loss for the Celtics. Next up for the Celtics, they'll be down in Washington on Thursday night for the date with the Washington Wizards. Alright, looking at some NBA scores. Atlanta Hawks leading in the Memphis Grizzlies, which is the final 108-82. Houston Rockets over the Brooklyn Nets 123-113. Milwaukee Bucks over the New York Knickerbockers 103-89. Philadelphia 76ers over the Washington Wizards 150-102. And the Oklahoma City Thunder over the Golden State Warriors 42-30 with 13 left in the second quarter. Alright, college basketball scores on a Tuesday night. Kansas leading TCU 70-64 with 9 seconds left. Air Force 57, Colorado State 43 at 12-6 in the second half. 15-23, 11 in the second half. It's New Mexico 46, Boise State 40. 18-31 first half. San Diego State 2, Fresno State 0. Michigan State 96, Iowa 93. And Kansas 71, TCU 64. Memphis falling at Wichita State 85-65. Nebraska 91, Minnesota 85. Final overtime, Xavier 98, Butler 93. Cincinnati 77, it's UCF 40, it's Tennessee 61, it's Kentucky 59. Northwestern 61, Michigan 52, Pennsylvania 82, Princeton 65. Arkansas 81, it's South Carolina 65, it is Mississippi State 67, it's Alabama 63, it's Missouri State 81, Indiana State 862. St. Joseph's falling to Davis at 91-62, wow 99, Akron 75, it is Ball State 59, it is Bowling Green 56, it is Buffalo 88, Central Michigan 82, Toledo 82, Northern Illinois 77, it's Eastern Michigan 71, that's Kent State 67, it's Western Michigan 68, it is Miami 64, it is Notre Dame 96, Boston College 85, Baylor 67, Oklahoma State 56, it's President 73, Georgetown 69, it is Missouri 75, and Ole Miss 69. Okay, in high school basketball in Rhonda Norton, the Norton Lancers girls basketball team keep their tourney hopes alive because they win in the next game at 6-10. You need about 4 wins to get into tourney because you need 10 to get in the MIA tourney. And the girls basketball team did just that as they defeated the Bellingham Blackhawks at Donai 56-47 behind Meg Nichols 24 points and Abby Phelan's 18 points, while Jess Benjamin had 19 points in the loss for the Bellingham Blackhawks. Norton goes to 7-10 while Bellingham drops to 0-17 on the season. Norton will play Austin next Friday night in Halston. While the boys basketball needing just 1 win to make the tourney, they put up a little effort as the Norton Lancers ran into a Bellingham Blackhawk buzzsaw in Bellingham 70-50. The Lancers dropped to 9-6 in the season. They'll be in Halston. They'll be at Don High School on Friday night for a date with the Halston Panthers on senior night. Okay, looking at some sports news on a Tuesday night. Malcolm Butler posts a statement on Super Bowl 52 benching. Josh McDaniels changed his mind. Chilton Coates to the stable of the Patriots. 5 key questions the Patriots face ahead in the offseason and beyond. New York Knickerbockers All-Stars forward Kristaps Porzingis ACL. Russell Westbrook makes reporters answer his own question before walking away. Giannis Antetokounmpo dunked over Tim Hardaway Jr. cleanly and was incredible. NBA finds Lakers $50,000 for Magic Johnson's comments on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Isaiah Thomas rips Cavaliers for pulling 21-point lead versus the Magic. John Wall shocking to say Wizards were better without him. Alvin expected to promote touch support to defensive coordinator. MLB's dead winner as uniting the teams at each of his foot as free agents sit unsigned. Carolina Panthers interim GM Marty Hernandez paid leading the NFL to investigate. Suspending kid tech paper showed up at a party with an armed student. Yes, the Eagles seem to have a bright future, but we don't need to go with it yet. We have today. As the Eagles and get your set to join Shanghai Dragons, become Overwatch League's first female player. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Tuesday night, February 6th, 2019. I'm PJ Woods. Hope you have a good night with a goodbye day to and I'll see you tomorrow morning in the morning report. Hope you have a good night with a goodbye day, dude.